Well, Terry Motsepe, newly installed president of the Confederation of African Football, CAF, says an African country will win the trophy soon. Do you agree with that illustration?
Thank you, Promise, for having me. And hello, my fellow Nigerians. I did listen to that press conference there by Dr. Patrice Motsepe. And I would say that with good preparation, like some of your guests just alluded to earlier, with good preparation, there's no doubt that an African country could win the World Cup. But it takes more than just a pronouncement, as you know, and your guests have alluded to. There has to be a lot of preparation, not just on the administrative side, but from the fans and the country at large. So to me, yes, as a coach, as a technical director, I certainly do believe Africa can win the World Cup over time.
Terry, you are a consultant to the Nigerian Football Federation, and let's take a look at the president himself, Melvin Amadou Pinnick. Today is a member of the FIFA Council. What's your take, on this?
Well, I'll tell you this. As a Nigerian, I literally wept. I cried for joy. I cried for joy, and that's not an hyperbole. It's a fact. I cried because it's huge. In America, I would say that's a big deal, right? It's a big deal looking at where Amadou Pinnick came from Delta State as the chairman of the Sports Commission all the way, and now you can see him at the apex of the world football. So I was very happy, and I was happy for Nigeria, most especially, and for Africa, because I know Pinnick. I know that he has a vision. I know he has plans that would definitely bring the best to Nigeria and Africa at large. So it was a great day. I was literally getting live feed from Rabat, Morocco, when the vote was going on in my bedroom here in the United States, and I just could not stop shedding tears of joy, because I know what it took for Amadou to get to where he is today. I mean, the horse trading. I'm talking about the negotiations, the travel, the commitment, the passion, the preparation. Not just for him, by the way, his family were involved as well. His wife and kids, everybody was involved. And of course, the NFF executive committee as well was solidly behind him. And of course, the honorable minister and the presidency. So it was a great day. And now the work begins. He's there now. The question is, what next? So I'm very sure that he will be thinking through this and see and find ways how he can make a lasting impression in that position.
Well, it's the highest decision making when it comes to the Federation of International Football Association, and a lot definitely is expected globally. Well, you are the founder and also the president of the Football Coaches Association of African Nations, and back home in Nigeria, Lagos precisely, there is a coaching course ongoing. Tell us about the grading system and the impact this will have on coaches in Nigeria.
Thank you. A great question there. Earlier on, we talked about Africa winning the World Cup, right? Now, I want you to tie that preparation, tie it to what we are going to talk about now in terms of coaching education, right? Like you rightly said, AFCON is training the future coaches of Nigeria, the future of Nigerian football. They are going through a coaching course. I believe they graduate today. We did the F course, which was a one-day course on the Saturday. We took Sunday off, and then we started the E course. We have close to about 65 coaches now going through the program that will graduate today. At the end of the day, those are the people we have to rely on, right? We have to rely on them to coach the young kids, the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10-year-olds. That way, 5, 10 years from now, when you're talking about winning the World Cup, the question will be, are we prepared? Do we have the base? So I am doing my part to make sure that from the coaching perspective, that is taken care of. Knowledge is power. And in terms of what those coaches are going through, this is the elementary grassroots coaching course. So we are very mindful not to grade. We would rather use the word mentor. So we're mentoring the coaches through the E and the F. Our actual grading begins at the higher level, the pro level courses, which is the D, C, B, and A. And not to mention some of the things that these coaches, really quickly, what the coaches are going through. We are going through topics like duties and responsibilities of a coach.
Let me interject because of time.
Of injuries. Yes.
Terry, let me interject because we don't have all the time in the world. But tell us, what is the difference, between this coaching course, the FCAAN licensing course, and what we have, which is usually staged by CAF, that's the Confederation of African Football, and UEFA. What's the difference or the similarities?
Another good question there. Now, education anywhere, doesn't matter where it comes from, is great. It's celebrated. So in terms of differences, the major difference is that FCAN, which I founded, it's a private organization who is dedicated to coaching education. So I want you to think about it as a government school, CAF, and FCAN, a private school. Both provide education. Both do a good job in educating coaches. Now, FCAN it's better, I believe, because I have been able to merge the curriculum from the United States, UEFA, and created an African dynamic that makes our courses the best ever. Now, you can look at our curriculum. We're doing stuff like game analysis, organizing trends, how to design a training session. We're talking about roadmaps for coaches, how to read, analyze games. We are doing actual field sessions.
All right.
My instructors are coming from Europe and America to join me to help educate Nigerian coaches. We are doing it that everybody should be happy. No knowledge is lost. Don't forget that. It doesn't matter where it comes from. No knowledge is lost.
Terry, that's awesome. It is good to know that a Nigerian, is actually behind this. Dr. Terry Eguaoje, the Technical Director of Pennsylvania West Soccer Association. Many thanks for joining us on the program. But